Froth up the milk and get out those flavoured syrups. It's time for another latte let's play with me, Blame189. And today, it's Layers of Fear. Well, already the music is chilling me to my very bones, and I'm loving the nice little entrance effects here, the nice little artistic graphical qualities, which are totally relevant, because for those of you who know anything about this game already, it's a horror based around the life of, or the perceptions rather, of an artist. So there's going to be a lot of art themes going on in this. So without further ado, let's get started. Always helps when playing a horror game, having a latte next to you curled up with some biscuits, and that's exactly what I'm doing right
now. I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless.
Good grief, how did you know?
You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired.
Toast.
Finish it.
Oh, I see, you're talking about a painting. Good grief. So this is a hall with spooky artwork. Somebody killed Mother. Ooh. Subtle interface, I'm guessing. Oh, I press R2, right, okay. I didn't even get any instruction as to what I needed to press there. That looks remarkably like a muzzle. Hold R2 and move things there. Oh, that's quite good. Multi-button system for actually interacting with things in a very realistic way. We would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. Naughty. All of our employers that visited the house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you receive will be from our lawyers. With best regards, Carl Denton. Pesky Pests Pacification Co. Lovely use of alliteration there. Ooh, when we can actually see it written properly. Lovely. Those of you who find it difficult to read these things on screen, as indeed do I. I mean, some of these letters, they make them look so realistic that actually do struggle to see them. Good grief. Like now, for example, I can't actually read what that says. Popcorn? Longdale Mulligan Ave. Somebody had a dog. Camera movement is very responsive to my very sloppy movement of the controls, which is quite disorienting. So, figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. Aww. Ooh. Love notes, everybody love notes. It's a romance, not a horror. She's probably dead. a bit of burnt umber sienna brushes. So this is all dropping in, isn't it? This is all background, I suppose, to you working out who this character is and what he's about. It's quite nice. It's like good horrors are done subtly. I wish I had a torch. Ha! I can see what looks like apples and onions. It's corn on the cob, everybody. I genuinely cannot see what I'm doing now, brewers. No clue. I'll come back to that. Hopefully we will have some more light switches around. Lovely. Love a good light switch. Goodness sake. Look at the floor. What a mess. What a mess. Clean towels. Haha. What's this? Baloney prosthesis. And oh, what's this? Oh, somebody's angry. Somebody's probably now got one leg longer than the other. Put the lid down, she'll be happy. Turn on as many lights as you can. Spoil the atmosphere. Ooh, what's this? Rat poison. Alpha. I don't know why I'm insisting on reading out all of the most complicated words, especially the ones when I can't actually pronounce them at all. But there we are. We now know we have rat poison should we need it. Don't panic, brewers. What's this? I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. Hands up at home, all of those who think we need to find the office. Yeah. I love a good basement. Don't you love a good basement? I love a good basement. Hence the rat poison, everybody. My glasses are broken. I'm seeing out through those. Look, everybody, candles and a violin. One is also musical. Okay, put the violin down now, dear, and walk away. That's it. It's locked. I know that because there was a great big floaty padlock in front of the doorknob. Right, that's not creepy at all, is it? Great big pile of dolls in the corner of the room. Let's go and investigate that. Ooh, rats. Lovely, lovely. All these very classic horror elements appearing in here. Oh, God, I'm standing on broken glass. That's always a good start, isn't it? What's this? Report card. Excused from class for physical education. Interesting. So somebody's probably going to have some kind of hang-ups regarding their lack of academic success. You know, I rather like this. It's a bit clever. Rather subtle. I do also, funny enough, I don't know whether it's just the suggestibility of reading that note, but I do distinctly feel like my character has a bit of a limp. Ooh. Scary noises, ladies and gentlemen, scary noises. It's a piano. Oh, and burnt music. Good lord. Somebody didn't appreciate Rachmaninoff's Fifth, did they? I don't actually know what that sheet music was, but what's this? Cupboard. Glasses on. I'm opening all these doors thinking to myself, probably in a minute I'm going to have to run away from something really nasty, and I'm going to run straight into them. But hey, hey, that's not going to stop me. Drawers, which I also can't see into. I would love a torch. I really would. Yes, I do realise that I'm wasting a lot of electricity here. Right, this looks distinctly officey to me. Well, that's not at all peculiar. Red Riding Hood. Ooh. Creepy, creepy. I have a key. Oh, bit of neglect going on there, perhaps. Nothing interesting in there. Oops. Be very specific with these, with some of these items. Let me ask you one simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? Yes. Yes, I actually have. I'm sorry, Liam Brickstone. So it's going through a rough patch. Oh, so this is a note about the drawings. Clearly he's pitched them to somebody and they were a little bit too dark and scary for what was actually necessary. Been working all night, don't wake me up. Okay, I won't. Oh, there you go. It would help if I could quit out of it, wouldn't it? If you're wondering what I'm doing at the moment, brewers, I'm looking everywhere for light switches. So that's locked. Okay, well I guess then it's taking this key back down to the office, or the room, whichever one it was, down here below. Aha! Cunning little unlock symbol there, so I knew I had the right door. Clever. The room with which one uses to paint. Stuff in a box. Lovely. That's a little bit bizarre, isn't it? Someone has been painted. Come on, open the box. That's a good fellow. Right. Oh, locked cupboards. More chesticles. Don't ask, brewers, seriously. I am aware that some people are watching this going, oh, for goodness sake, just look at the painting. Lost, you deserve it. Finish it. Right, okay. This is probably the first time I have ever actually been chilled to my core by a trophy unlocking. The name of the trophy is covered for a reason, kind of suggests that maybe I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, get it right this time. I will do my best, ladies and gentlemen, I shall do my best. Interesting. This is not the corridor I was looking for. Noticing a sudden disturbing lack of any form of light. Aha! My prayers have been answered. No, I'm not going to switch it off. I think not, brewers. Ooh, look. A photo. Lady on piano. It won't let me flip it or anything like that, so I'm assuming there's nothing. Scraps of love. Ah. Bless. Going in circles. Yes, I quite probably am. I actually can't see, brewers. This is... There we go. It's a bust. And another bust. Good word, that. Ooh. Pipe. Save the date of somebody and somebody's wedding at St. Luke's Chapel. Clearly we have some kind of relationship issues going on here, I feel. Interesting, my controller has just started making bizarre noises when I went to that. Aha! Aha! Well, that's normal. But I think I have unlocked this thing. So we've got 3 numbers and a padlock. I don't understand. So I assume it's probably going to be one combination of those numbers. So let's try them. Numbers 8, 5 and 4, I believe. What order were they in? Anyone? 4, 8, 5. Let's try that. Aha! Lovely.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
What on earth is this about? The past holds... The past holds something. Look closer. Oh, the past holds back, I think that says. That's bizarre. Well, that door wasn't there before, was it? Oh, rocking chairs. How we love them when they rock on their own. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what just happened. Not even entirely sure I need to do that. What on earth is that? Okay. Nice. Anybody? Somebody? Oh, that's handy. Well, that's mildly disturbing. Hello, good sir. And you've quite finished freaking everybody out. What's this about? Even though you have not been born yet. What? Oh, right. I can already feel your presence. It's simply amazing. I just can't believe how lucky I am. A year ago, all I had was talent and ambition. Right. Now, against all odds, I have a career, a loving husband, and you. I have never been a deeply religious person, I guess. What other people look for in a sermon, I found in perfecting my art. Oh. But now I can't help but feel like there's a higher power watching over me. They once told me that I would never succeed as a musician. Now I'm playing sold out concerts at some of the most prestigious venues in the country. They also said I had a difficult character and that I would never find a soulmate. Guess again. Finally, a doctor once told me that I would never be able to have children of my own, and yet here you are within me. I am quite possibly the happiest woman in the world. That probably won't last very long, will it? It's the sound of me falling over things, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe it's a secret passage. Love the hat. I have got to admit that I am finding the reliance on finding light switches to actually see what I'm doing a little bit of an annoyance, rather than adding to the atmosphere. Spinny globe. Oh, that was fun. What, do you really mind?
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
Right. Hello? Let me through. Behave, you naughty door. It's atmospheric. I do get the feeling that this game is attempting to be a bit of a PT. And if you're watching this video and you're not entirely sure what I'm talking about with PT, then I don't quite know where you've been. PT was highly... You stop dropping furniture on me. The highly praised playable trailer experience that just randomly appeared on PlayStation Network and actually was eventually revealed to be a teaser for the Silent Hill games, which have now been cancelled. And if you don't know about it, then you should certainly look it up on Google, as it's no longer available for download. It's been forcibly removed actually from PlayStation Networks without a trace now. But if you don't know what it's about, you wandered through the same corridor again and again, and scary stuff happened to you. And I get the feeling that this game is attempting to kind of mimic its atmosphere. Even more so now, because I've just walked into a corridor that reminds me so strongly of the PT corridor. You would not believe.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Interesting. I pick the left. What a mess. Don't half like paprika in this house. I keep on noticing labels saying paprika on the bottles. It's like a maze in here. It's the kitchen. Thank the Lord, we can all stop for a second and make a sandwich. The oniony door is locked. Intriguing. I feel a bit of a puzzle situation coming on. That's actually remarkably eerie. And now I realise the door that I came in through is blocked. However, me and Mum have fallen down. Well, that's remarkably eerie. The cheaper way to enjoy fruit. Oh, hello.
first, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Well, lovely. Bit of flayed skin. Icky. And we find ourselves back in the painting room, albeit with some fruit. Okay. Oh, what's this now? Oh, that's another one of those posters about dust mice, everybody. What on earth is this? Oh, I do believe it's a book. And a place where I can store those notes and pictures that I found. Clever! I don't have many yet. Deep breaths, remember. You're a professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? There are so many jokes in that one document, it is untrue. Oh, this is rather interesting now, isn't it? We've got some extra words. Hate, even now. Lost, you deserve it. Finish it. Haha. Well, that's odd. Look, I've made some fleshy flamingos, everybody. Shapeless dreams, like marshmallows. This sodding corridor again. I do believe it might possibly be a lift. Probably would help if I closed the door. You know, just health and safety there. Hello? Anybody? Do they always do that? Like, why in these films and games and things like that, when it's character controlled, why do they always wander into the dark hallway and at the top of their lungs shout out, "Hello, is anybody there?" It beggars belief, because if there is somebody there, then they know exactly where to throw something or strike. Everything's locked. Oh dear. What's this? Ooh. Hello. It's a little room. A little room with a key. Lovely. I'm officially confused.
Why'd you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Right. Oh, that's unlocked me door to yet another corridor. Well, that's let the cat out the cupboard. Oh, do mind. I just hit myself in the face with a cupboard door. It's like a maze in here. Oh my word. There's something about that floor and the fact there's fire underneath it just tells me that I shouldn't walk directly across it. But I did anyway. Just because I wanted to see what would happen. What on earth is that noise now? Demon baby. What fresh hell is this? What's quite a nice little feature is the fact that the controller keeps on emitting noises when you get near particular objects or things of interest, which does ramp up the creepy value, I have to say. This compiler, most common symptoms of schizophrenia, while typically diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 25, the disorder is known to affect older patients as well. Note that these symptoms are not exclusive to schizophrenia and should be by no means treated as conclusive evidence of this particular affliction. In order to obtain a proper diagnosis, you should contact a qualified specialist, i.e. psychologist or psychiatrist. Blank expression. Yes. Do we all have one? Hands up at home, please. Yes, we do. Involuntary facial movements. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Insomnia. Haven't noticed. Was asleep. Unusual gestures or postures. Always had that. Unable to experience joy from activities. Definitely. You can hear it in my voice right now. Depersonalization. What does that even mean? Awkward, clumsy movement. Might be from the accident. Aha! He does have a limp. Prone to anger, resentment, more passive aggressive. Lack of motivation. Yes. Suicidal tendencies. What the beep? Yeah, probably suicidal tendencies for all we know. Which way should we go, brewers? Oh, cup of tea! Look at that, everyone! Cup of tea! Spot the tea. Right, this is bizarre. So we won't go there. We will go the other way. We will go any other way. We'll find just some alternative route. I have to say, this game, while it is kind of a bit confusing, it is linear in many ways. That's probably, I could have counted. There we go, not now. 2 or 3 different places where it looks like you have a choice of where to go, but actually it doesn't really present you with much of a choice. Again, that door is locked. And I don't know if you can hear that in the background, brewers. That sort of almost rushing water sound was being brought on by going near that door, which would imply that there's some kind of special significance to it. And that noise was coming straight out of my controller microphone, which does tend to sort of make you jump ever so slightly. Ticking clock. The globe again. Oh. Oh, how very peculiar. It cannot. Something or other. Written backwards. I sense a mirror-based puzzle coming on. Oh, this is interesting. That doesn't do much. Let's brave it up. Let's wander through the mirror, shall we? Look at that. Who didn't see that coming? Ew, it's all gone icky. Look, it's icky. Uh-huh. Well, that's cruelty tunnels, if ever I've had it implied to me. I can hear whispery things coming out of my controller again when I approach to this particular cabinet, so let's see what I can find, if anything. Ooh. Just one little bits of broken floor. Am I being particularly stupid?
Remember how you said it would be nice to have a cat so the baby could have someone to play with? Well, I just bought us a dog. Aww.
Well, you bought a dog. Isn't he a lovely boy? Yes, he's looking a little bit skinny. Because he's dead! You want this as well? No, not really. I have absolutely no idea what it is you're referring to, so... Would you mind? Enough with the random noises. See, locked again. I'm having a little bit of a Silent Hill moment here as well. Everything's locked. The lock appears to be broken. I'm sorry, all these doors are just completely useless. Well, that's bizarre. It's a face in a cupboard. Nice transition. I like it. Oh, hello. Well, the place is falling apart. There you are. See? I told you so. Oh, for a really good builder. Or quite possibly an estate agent. I am finding a little bit of a difficulty locating door handles. The paintings are watching me. Ah. Well, do you mind not kicking a door open in my face, whatever you are? Look, I see shinies. And now, can't see anything at all. And there's lots of creepy noises. Don't come in! I'm rooting through my drawers. I think I'll get the message in a minute and just go away. Let there be light. Well, okay, so we're in a bedroom and the knocking on the door has stopped. It looks like you should be able to read it. Maybe not. Huh. Interesting. A record. I can hear more whispering going on again over here. Once again, I can't see clearly what it is that I'm actually doing. It's a shame because this game has lots of genuine atmosphere in it, but it's just a little bit frustrating. I'm getting to the point now where I don't normally do this with horror games, but I believe it's kind of cheating. If you set the gamma properly at the beginning of the game, then you turn the brightness in the TV.
Honey, what in the world are you doing?
Good idea.
What did the doctor say about straining yourself? Leave that thing alone. It's not going anywhere.
Very well. Right, let's use this record, I guess.
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. Stuck the tube in a vein and sucked on it until blood filled my mouth.
That was pure fluke that I noticed that bottle rolling out under there, really. I don't even know what I'm doing with this phonograph now. Oh, that's clearly not working.
Dumpling all around, dumpling all around, dumpling all around, so funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she bumped my nose, I fell, and when I rose, I felt ashamed. Dumpling all around, dumpling all around, dumpling all.
Intriguing. Can I go now? And we're back to the painter's room. I can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night, and now there you are, locked in your workshop as usual. This whole tortured artist nonsense has got to stop. So here I am, wandering around with a bottle of blood, I think.
Oh, stop looking at me like that. It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Yes. Tu es un alcoolique. It's all gone squishy. I preferred it before. So it looked like fleshy flamingos, now it looks like... What does it look like? Comment below, what does this painting actually remind you of? Let's get a little bit of culture into our SBA Gaming, shall we? Let's comment on modern art. Oh, so that was that flayed skin, and that was the bottle that I've just had. This is interesting. This is interesting. So this is basically telling me how many sections there are to the game. So I'm about a third of the way through it would be my guess. Let's put some more words on there. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Form emerges. I'm sure it does. That's a priceless Steinway. At least it was. Honestly. And after all that, somebody somewhere is still playing the damn thing. Well, I can't get past the piano, so... Huh. I think I'm just going to have to go back out and see what fresh horrors await me in the hall. And what fresh horrors do await me. Dust, mainly. Well, what do we think of this so far, brewers? I mean, I'm thinking it's quite clever, it's subtle, but it's almost too subtle. It's so subtle, it's borderline dull. Or am I just making it dull? I don't know. Ooh, that's a negative one. Oh well, now that's ramping up the horror just a little bit. I'll be taking that. In fact, it does almost seem like everything is so dark and dismal and dreary that you are literally being led around by where things are light. I mean, you're literally going from one lamp to the next candle to... That's one way to open a door, I guess. Pure methane, that. Gone back here again. Is anyone else getting sick to death of this corridor? Oh, look! Books!
You ordered a true portrait, so that's what I painted, you fucking pleb. Maybe I need to kick some artistic sense into your stupid face!
Well, that was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? You know, we don't need that kind of thing, do we? Not really. Did you spot the broken glasses from earlier in the game? I did. Right, where on earth am I going? And who built this place? Because they didn't do a very good job of lining rooms up, did they? That's locked. Nice little silhouette of Stonehenge on the wall I just passed. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, I've switched the light on and it's made the room darker. Good, good. That's what we like. It's a horror after all. It's a pipe. I do believe it's a cupboard. I do believe I'm talking absolute rubbish. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, it's a balcony. Oh, spooky things hide up there. I was up there just now. That was nice. The view was, well, just as dim as it is down here, quite frankly. Oh, it's a backwards telephone. I can't help but feel like something about it should be quite scary, but it's actually just kind of annoying. Dear sir, if I am to be honest, I can't say your letter was unexpected. Numerous colleagues have informed me that you had previously sought their advice in this matter, and while it is perfectly understandable for a patient to demand a second opinion, I would think 16 concurring opinions would be enough. Still, out of respect for you and your wife, I have examined the case thoroughly and have to concur with my colleagues. Involuntary muscle spasms are not uncommon with patients who have suffered burns as severe as your wife did. Ooh. What you refer to as a freakish grin or an unnerving yelp, though many would find such expressions hurtful, could indeed be a manifestation of nerve damage. I can't say that word, manifestation. The other symptoms you mentioned do not seem to be physiological, but rather purely psychological in nature. Traumatic events can lead to severe stress, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. As to demand that we fix your wife, you have to understand that what she went through cannot be undone with one simple procedure. It is a long, arduous process that will require all your strength and support. Please feel free to contact me or my colleagues should you wish to discuss a long-term rehabilitation program. And we can all see in italic at the bottom what your character thinks of that. Right, where's this phone? Right, well, that's intense. Good grief, you're going to send me absolutely around the belly a twist. Haha. Let me pick it up. Or at least let me hit it. No. Haha. Go round the other way. And the backwards voice that we heard.
Yes, speak.
There you go. Stop phone.
Hello? Yes, speaking. What? What fire? Oh, God. Is she... Which hospital? I'm on my way.
Good. Right, so we've established that Wifey Dearest was in some kind of fire and has been traumatically disfigured in some way, which let's not make light of that, brewers, because serious thing that is. This is the thing, I mean, I think games like this can often be very thought-provoking. Ooh, restless memories. Oh, good grief. That was rather vile, wasn't it? It's made me see all funny colours. Oh, good. Oh, somebody. What on earth is going on? Ooh. Flapping horror, be quiet. Constantly flapping, eating other rats. Okay, insanity, much. I've got to say, that little thing with the door there is probably the first time I have genuinely felt unsettled in this game, and if my calculations are correct and I'm more or less halfway through it, then that's probably not. That's insanely creepy. Definitely a PT moment there. I know I've said it earlier in this Let's Play, but definitely very reminiscent of the PT ghost. I know, close the door, I know. Safety first, keep your arms, legs, fingers and twitchy relatives inside the elevator at all times. This looks vaguely familiar. Welcome to the mighty morphing monster mansion. I would. Oh, what's this? Oh, ew, rats. Yeah, no, it's not eerie at all. Not being able to see where you're going. It's just annoying. Aha! Thank you. What's this? Oh, it's some kind of font. Finally, the bathroom. I've been busting for like the past half an hour. Okay, nothing much is happening in here, although it may have... No, it's not caused this to morph in any way, shape or form. Elements of this game about as exciting and tense as waiting for a bus. I know how to work a lock. Not that it appears to have done me a hell of a lot of good. Oh, grief. It's a wall. They couldn't quite afford that extension. Haha. This is a nice little touch. Makes you want to vomit. Great. Going down. Down, down. What is your favourite horror game of all time, brewers? Do comment and tell me. I absolutely adore horror games, or any game that's got some kind of horror element in it. Love them, absolutely love them. So oh, I can play the piano. I clearly can't play the piano. having some kind of gravity dysfunction. I do feel like, I was about to say, I do feel like skipping around my room here, but I am just quite confused by all of this. I'm just concerned that I'm going to end up with a chest of drawers on my head. Wife comes home. Why are you wearing the ottoman? Oh.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
Well, that's neurotypical. Could somebody please let me out? My guess would be now that I have created white paint out of bone. I'm going to hobble back to the painting for the next stage. Oh, what do you know? Would you look at that? I have made quite a mess, haven't I? Silly me. Naughty. Well, I think my recording is going to come to an end for this Latté Let's Play. I'm going to do this in two halves, part 1 and part 2. So this has been part 1 of Layers of Fear. I'm Blame189, this is SBA Gaming. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2 of my Layers of Fear Latté Let's Play. See you soon.